The Legend of the Rougarou, Cajun Werewolf. In the bayous of Louisiana, there are rules. You don't whistle at night, you don't follow lights through the trees, and when the dogs go quiet all at once, you go inside. Because something walks the swamps after dark, and it doesn't belong to the living. The old people called it the Rougarou, not a wolf, not a man, but something cursed to live as both. This is Whispers by Dark. Caleb Thibodeau grew up hearing the stories. His grandmother used to tell them on the porch while cicadas screamed in the heat, and the smell of wet earth drifted in from the bayou. The Rougarou ain't born, she'd say. It's made. She claimed it was a punishment laid on those who broke sacred vows or turned their backs on faith. For 101 days, the cursed soul walked as a beast, and if they didn't pass the curse on, they stayed that way forever. Caleb laughed back then. Everyone did, until animals started turning up, torn open. Caleb was 32 when he moved back to Bayou Noir, a sinking town where the water crept closer every year, and the nights felt heavier than they should. He took a job restoring wetlands, long days alone in the marsh, knee-deep in mud, surrounded by the sound of unseen life. At first, it was just signs, footprints too big for a coyote, claw marks on cypress trees, the smell, wet fur, and rot. Then the dogs stopped barking at night, every single one. The first body was a fisherman named Luc Boudreau, found tangled in his own nets, torn like something had tried to pull him apart piece by piece. No gunshots, no knife wounds, just teeth. The sheriff blamed a gator. The locals didn't. They locked their doors and hung iron nails above their windows. Caleb tried to stay rational. He told himself fear spread faster than truth in small towns. But then he heard it. A howl, not sharp like a wolf's, not deep like a dog's. Something broken. Something human underneath. One night, while driving home along a levee road, Caleb saw a figure standing at the tree line. Tall, broad shoulders, eyes glowing amber in the headlights. For a moment, it didn't move. Then it stepped forward. Caleb floored the gas. In his rearview mirror, the thing dropped to all fours and ran. It kept pace. Caleb barely slept after that. Every night brought dreams of running through the swamp, lungs burning, bones shifting under skin. When he woke, his muscles ached. Mud crusted his boots he hadn't worn to bed, and sometimes he tasted blood. Desperate, Caleb went to see Father Moreau, the last priest left in Bayou Noir. The man listened quietly, fingers steepled, eyes tired. "You know why the Rougarou story survived?" the priest asked. Caleb shook his head. "Because they were just warnings," Father Moreau said. "They were instructions." He explained the curse wasn't random. It followed guilt, shame, broken promises buried so deep they rotted. "The beast doesn't choose you," he said softly. "It answers you." That night, the full moon rose red over the bayou, and something answered back. Caleb woke to the sound of bones cracking. His hands, no, his claws, dug into the floorboards. Pain tore through him, but beneath, it was something worse. Relief. The mirror shattered as his reflection changed, jaw elongating, teeth sharpening, eyes burning with feral hunger. When the pain stopped, the Rougarou stood where Caleb had been, and it was smiling. The swamp welcomed him. Sounds sharpened, scents bloomed, fear tasted sweet. He ran through water and brush, over fallen trees, faster than thought. And when he found prey, he didn't hesitate. Caleb woke at dawn naked and shaking in the mud. His mouth tasted like iron. Sirens wailed in the distance. Another body. He tried to fight it, locked himself inside on full moon nights, chained doors, covered mirrors, prayed until his throat burned. It didn't matter. The beast always found a way out, and each time it stayed a little longer. The town noticed. People whispered his name. Animals avoided his path. Even the bayou seemed to recoil when he walked through it. Caleb knew what came next. The legends were clear. If he didn't pass the curse, he would lose himself completely. On the next full moon, Caleb went into the swamp willingly. He carried no weapons, no protection, only the truth. The Rougarou emerged as the moon climbed, fur slick with dew, eyes blazing. But this time, Caleb didn't run. He spoke.
I know who you are.
The beast hesitated. For the first time, it listened.
You're what I buried.
Caleb said.
What I ran from.
The Rougarou snarled, but the sound wavered. Caleb stepped closer.
I won't pass you on.
The beast howled in fury, and then it screamed. A human scream, the kind that comes from deep inside the chest. The swamp went silent. The Rougarou dissolved, fur peeling away like smoke, bones folding inward, until Caleb collapsed to his knees, alone, human, broken. Caleb left Bayou Noir the next day. The killing stopped. The dogs barked again. The town pretended nothing had happened. But the swamp remembered. It always does. Years later, travelers passing through southern Louisiana report a figure watching from the tree line during full moons. A tall silhouette, amber eyes. But it never attacks, never approaches. It just watches, waiting. Because curses don't die in the bayou. They just sleep. And when the moon is right, the Rougarou walks again. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future videos. And you stay safe out there, folks, and we'll see you in the next one.